Yeah, this is Shogun alongside Dagga G of the Knight Riders Show from All FM, and we're speaking exclusively right now in an exclusive on-the-phone interview with Iyaz. Hi, Iyaz, how are you, and Happy New Year?
Happy New Year to you, man. What's going on? What's going on? I'm freezing over here, man. I don't know about you.
Oh, we're freezing too. Where are you right now?
I'm in the UK.
You're in the UK, so you're amongst the snow like we are.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
You just sort of keep wrapped up without that snow, that's all. I mean, Happy New Year, like I just said, and I hope you had a good Christmas. What were you up to over the holiday season, apart from the obvious things?
The holidays, I went home to chill with the grandparents, and then for New Year's, I took my mom and dad to Vegas.
To Vegas, yeah. I heard you were in Las Vegas on New Year's. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I did it up big. Me, Diddy, Rick Ross, Jada Kids, like, we went to the opening of a club, Vanity. It was a great event. Everybody came out and showed love.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that video. It looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
Very was, yeah. Your debut single, Replay, it's out now in the UK. It come out on the 4th, did it?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, and it's already out in the States. It sold well over 1.2 million copies last time I heard. It's been very popular. It's been a very hot track on radio playlists all over, including our own playlist on the Knight Rider Show. Obviously, you're very, very happy about that, and you're very optimistic about the future, I take it. What have you got planned next? What's your next releases and stuff like that you'd like to tell us about?
I got the second single coming out. We're still trying to decide on that. There's one that's out now named Solo, which has high potential of being the second single. But apart from that, I want to get the album out early or mid-May and just get it out there. And I know if everybody loves Replay and they love the second single, which might be Solo, they definitely should love the album. Definitely.
A lot of people are liking that, so Replay is the sound of things to come with that album, yeah?
Yep, it definitely is.
So how's the development with the album going?
It's going great, man. We have, like, the hardest part is choosing the tracks, because we have so much great songs. Like, everybody's like, that's a great problem to have. Not necessarily, because then we have like over 30 songs, easy, ready to shop, lock, and load. I have like four albums worth of songs, just trying to sift through and pick the best ones, because I want to make this album a classic. This is my first album out to the world. It's like this is my first single, Replay, and I just want to move forward.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you've debuted very well. You want to carry on from there. It's going to be hard to choose the favourites for that album.
Definitely.
I've heard as well, is it true, this story, that Sean Kingston first heard your tracks on MySpace a few years back? And at first, when he was messaging you wasn't too sure if it was him. You thought someone might be trying to prank you. Is that true? Do you want to tell us more about that?
I definitely thought it was somebody pranking me. Like a few years ago, I was walking in between classes, so I'm checking. The school has wireless, so I'm checking the MySpace, and I see a message from Sean Kingston. I delete it. A couple hours later, another one. I delete it. So I was like, what's going on right now? So I read one of them, and then he was saying that he lost my stuff, he wants to work, and blah, blah, blah. So I gave him a bogus number, and then he called it. And then I don't know who he got on the other end, but it wasn't me. So he sent me back an email. He sent me back a message, like, going off while talking Jamaican, like I'm not serious. So I finally gave him my number, and then he called me from Japan. And then he said everything, like he's creating his new label, Time is Money Entertainment. He wants me down, part of the team. And the next day, he flew me out to his house. He was coming in from Japan, and we just coped like brothers, you know. And everything just went forward from there. I'm signed to Time is Money, Warner Brothers, and it's all nothing but crazy love for him right now.
That's like a real interesting story. It's a good way to meet someone. I mean, I heard you've become pretty close friends and got a good working relationship. I mean, how was it stepping onto the worldwide stage in such a way, like a story like that? And also with the artistic respect and artistic backing from Sean Kingston and J.I. Rotem and the likes of all them people.
Man, it's crazy. Like coming out for I used to do a lot of shows with Sean. So coming out in the middle of his shows, having a few people sing, maybe 2, 3, 4 people singing a song. So I go out there now, I might have 330,000, you know, like people, everybody just singing the words to my song. It's a great feeling. Like I could get in, like I have major names like Diddy, like, yo, you have a great song, from Diddy to Wyclef, yo, you have a great, like all these people that I looked up to, I saw on TV or wherever on the internet, now telling me like I have a great song, my song being the #1 song in the country, in the US, like it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, it must be. I mean, it must be very encouraging as well.
Yes, it is. Definitely.
From all them really good artists, really. Who else have you worked and performed with so far in your career?
My homie, love him to death, Justin Bieber. like we did a lot of shows together. Cobra Starship. I did a show with who else? Sean, of course, Flo Rida, Alicia Keys. Like a lot. I think I did almost like everybody.
Yeah. Who else are you hoping to work with in the future?
I want to get Green Day on my album. That's a New Year's resolution. Gotta get Green Day on the album. Like they could do the Iyaz and I'm gonna do the Green Day. Let's switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, mix it up good, come out with some interesting sounds in it.
Exactly, like as you can see, like that's what I'm all about. Like island pop is a genre of music that's what I call, that's what I do. So island pop has no limits. You might get a rap, you might get a reggae, you might get a zouk, you might get whatever, you know? You never know what you're gonna get, but you know it's gonna be something great, something that you're gonna love.
Yeah, I mean, I was just about to ask you that, funnily enough. Could you tell us more about the island pop sound? I mean, like, I've heard it was Sean Kingston and J.R. Oldham are supposed to have coined it and that. I mean, do you want to tell us more about the island pop sound and how you describe it?
Yeah, Sean is island pop, but he's still more pop than island pop. Like me, if you heard like the first song I ever did, which was Island Girls, like that song is a true definition of island pop. You know what I mean? So, like, Sean has a couple of songs on the old album just like that. So it's the island pop movement is growing. Everybody's growing to love it. Rihanna came out with island pop. You know, remember the song that she had upon the replay?
Oh yeah.
Exactly. She's from the island, and then So we're just trying to create the whole new genre of music. Create this whole team. It's definitely gonna be 2010 island pop. Everybody just look out.
Yeah, but the sound of the air and the sound of the summer by the sound of it. I mean, like you were just saying, the song Island Girls, that was one of the first songs you become very popular around the Caribbean with, and then it was very popular beyond that.
Yes.
How long have you actually been involved with music, and what are the things that first got you interested in becoming an artist in music?
I personally never wanted to be artist, like, per se. I just wanted to be in the music. Not to say I didn't want to be artist. I just wanted to do music. I could have been an artist. I could have been a writer. I could have been an engineer. I don't care what it was. I just want to be in music because I grew up in music. Like, my mom sings. She's a choir director. Dad sings. Sister sings. My whole family sings. Who doesn't sing plays instruments. Guitars, bass, piano, keyboard, drums, everything. I know how to play a little bit of bass, a little bit of piano. Definitely good on the drums, you know? So I'm, like, musically based, the whole family, so it's only right for me to make this something that I want to do for the rest of my life.
How old was you when you first started, or how long ago roughly you first joined in on all that?
Young, very
young, like, younger than you remember.
Younger than, exactly. I'm trying to think, like, I could only remember like certain points, major points, like singing in church, but I actually took this that you see right now, I actually took it serious in like 2005, like the year before we dropped Island Girls. I just wanted to do music. That's what I'm saying. I was putting my music up on MySpace, not for the world, but for my people back home, because there was no other way for them to hear my music besides from MySpace.
You obviously get like good feedback and stuff, see how the response is.
Definitely. The #1 song in the Caribbean, Island Girls.
Yeah, it's a hot one. Where else have you performed as well, and where else have you performed in the UK yet?
Nah, I haven't.
Apart from all this snow.
Apart from the US, the only other part I did a show was back home in the islands. Like, I haven't performed in the UK yet. We're trying to get this. I'm here right now, like, doing promo, putting the face out there, letting everybody know, that Iyaz is coming this year to the UK, and I'm definitely gonna tear it down. Better believe it.
Well, all listeners of the Night Riders Show know that we've been playing your tune for the last couple of weeks, and it's been pretty popular. So the original mix is good, but there's some good remixes on it as well. Let's see what the questions are. Yeah, who were you? Sorry, what? Yeah, and who would you say your musical influences are?
Apart from my mom and dad, you have Bob Marley, you got Clef, you got Dan Ross, Whitney Houston, Donnie McClurkin, because I listen to a lot of gospel. I grew up in church. I just have a lot, like, my musical, like, influences are deep and far. They go way back.
And like saying you got Green Day on the album, so you got a very varied taste in music. So it's the best way to be, I think. You always like get more varied sound.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, and is there any other influences outside of music that have influenced your art and your life and stuff like that from outside of music?
Like I said, my mom and dad, like my mom especially, she taught me a lot. She's like, I'm exactly like her. Like everything that you see what's going on. Like people, if you listen to people when they talk, they say, "Oh, he's nice, he's humble, he's this and that." I got all of that from my mom. I'm exactly like her. Like they call me like, "Hey, guess what? You're like #1 on Billboard. You're #2 on Billboard." I'm like, "Oh, that's crazy. That's what's up." My mom is like, "You're supposed to sound excited." I actually am excited, but you know, it's just how I am. It's just how I am, though.
It's good to keep a cool head, especially in the exciting times.
Exactly.
But how would you like to inspire, because you like to say yourself's been inspired by many artists and also by your family and the music they're involved in. How would you like to inspire other artists yourself, and how would you like to inspire people in general yourself with your music and your philosophy, so to speak?
I'd like to inspire them, like if they listen to my music is just not only telling stories, it's telling you about stuff that I went through so people can learn from or take it out and apply to their life. Apart from that, like my whole story about how I came about, like up and coming artists could be like, "Oh, that's what he did." He could put your stuff on MySpace, put your stuff on Twitter, put your stuff on Facebook, get your craft out there. Don't sit around and wait for the label to come in and find you. Wait for anybody to come and find you. You got to create your own buzz. Show them that you're willing to make something of yourself, and then only then that they will definitely be interested in you.
That's a good way of thinking about it. Get your own.
Yeah, you have to create your own buzz. Like the music industry is different. Like they want to see that you're making a valid effort of putting yourself out there. You can market yourself, you can sell yourself, and then they could come in. Like there's a text in the Bible says the Lord help those who helps themselves. Like you got to help yourself before you expect somebody to help you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to deserve it. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Exactly.
It's been like said in the Bible. It's been said for a long time.
Long time. I'm not just talking reckless.
Just, like you say, it's common sense, man.
Exactly.
I've read somewhere you like motorcycles. Is that true?
Not like love.
Love motorcycles. It's a good question. What bike do you ride, if you don't mind me asking? What's your all-time favorite bike?
My all-time favorite bike is the GSX-R 1300 Hayabusa. My little sister, like we traded bikes, so she now has a 1300. She's only 18 years old, but she goes way harder than me. She now has that, and now I have the GSX-R 1000. And we just ride out. When I go home, like we ride out, we race, we do everything. People are like, "Your little sister rides?" I'm like, "Go on YouTube, type her name, and you see what's really good." Then, yeah, she's a beast. Like she back home, she was trying to teach me how to pop wheelies. I don't mind like wheeling, but I'm afraid of the little lift. Like the little between the wheel leaving the ground and it's standing up straight. That feeling I hate. You never know you could plop back on your head. Like. But I like bikes, man. I got a GSX-R 1000. I got a Canon Spider 1000. I got a Raptor 700. Like, I just love going fast. I love bikes.
Yeah, it's a powerful bike.
Powerful, like, gotta be powerful, man. Anything small is a bicycle.
What YouTubes or MySpaces would you like to tell people about where we could find more videos of you and stuff like that? Like you're saying, just about the bikes there.
You could go to my, you could go. I have 2 pages. You could go to my first page, which is Iyaz is Time. One word, Iyaz is Time. That has all the old videos, old Iyaz videos, and then you have the new Iyaz page, which is Iyaz Music. I think it is Iyaz Music or Iyaz Live. That's the YouTube. Or you could just type my name in. Just go on YouTube and type in Iyaz. And definitely gonna find tons of stuff. You can hit me on the Twitter, twitter.com/Iyaz Live. Hit me on the Facebook, facebook.com/Iyaz Smith. And the artist page is just Iyaz. Like, tell me, like, hit me up. Like, I'm actually the one that's answering, like, typing back to you through messages and stuff. It's actually me. It's not the label doing that.
Yeah, like I say, you're used to giving the feedback yourself, so people can be guaranteed to hear back from you, yeah?
Exactly.
That's good. Who else wants to do questions here? Hold up, time for one. Is there anything else you'd like to say, and anyone else you'd like to mention? And also, have you got a message for all the people in Manchester, UK, who might be listening?
I want to thank everybody for supporting me this far. Everybody in Manchester, man. Thanks for supporting Replay. Thanks for going out there and requesting it at your local radio station. Thanks for showing me love. I'm definitely trying to get in a show near you. It might be in your town. It might be near to your town. Just make sure you come out and support, because I'm definitely going to tear it down for you. I want to shout out to my mom, my dad, shout out to the whole Time Is Money, the Warner Brothers, A to Z Entertainment, everything. Iyaz, replay. Let's go!
Yeah, thanks a lot for that interview, Iyaz, and I also got to thank DJ Matchstick for setting up the interview. But thanks again, Iyaz, and good luck with the single replay, and look forward to hearing of the new album and all that.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Great talk to you, thanks.
Bye.
Yeah.
Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing.